Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. John Cena made his appearance at WWE Saturday night's main event to take on R-Truth in a non-title match, keeping the fans on the edge of their seats. Both legends collided in a much-awaited bout, but the match ended up being surprisingly short. Cena dominated Truth right from the moment the bell rang, before using his heelish ways to deliver a low blow to the legend to secure the victory. With Cena securing yet another victory, the question remains as to who will stop him. The franchise player is on his way to his retirement, and his domination is increasing day by day. Let's check out a few reasons why Cena picked up another win at Saturday night's main event against R-Truth. It is undoubtedly clear that the undisputed WWE champion is on his way to retirement, trying to take the title back home with him to complete his mission of ruining wrestling. Cena has been on an incredible path over the past few months, and his match with Truth seemed to be merely for his appearance at Saturday night's main event. While the title was not on the line, the franchise player losing to the legend still made no sense. This might be the biggest reason why the champion defeated the legend. John Cena's current heel run has been one of the most captivating heel turns in WWE history. His run as a villain has completely redefined his legacy, and a loss to R-Truth would have shattered that image in seconds. WWE has worked brilliantly to present Cena as one of the biggest heels in the industry. Losing to someone with Truth's track record, even in a non-title match, would have undermined the seriousness of this version of Cena and further jeopardized the credibility of his retirement tour. Since WrestleMania, John Cena has been calling himself the last real world champion, trying to enhance his character as a heel. If he had lost to R-Truth, that slogan would have lost its credibility. Cena's entire heel run has been based on proving everything he said, and this would have turned around in a second if R-Truth had somehow pinned the champion at Saturday night's main event. WWE booked John Cena versus R-Truth as a one-off clash with no gold or stakes involved, simply to include the franchise player in the event. If R-Truth had pulled off an upset, it would have logically demanded a title match, which could have impacted the company's future plans for the champion. Cena needed a decisive win to end this mini-feud with Truth. A victory for the former United States champion would have extended a storyline that wasn't built for the long term. This might have been the reason Cena picked a win. Every match John Cena wrestles now is historic, especially during his farewell run. WWE knows his final loss will carry major weight and be remembered for years to come, so giving that moment to R-Truth wouldn't have made sense. While Truth is a legend in his own right, he is not viewed as a potential world title contender in the industry. Cena losing to someone like Cody Rhodes, Gunther, or Seth Rollins would make headlines and pass the torch in a meaningful way. This could have been the reason behind the result WWE featured. John Cena's emphatic victory over R-Truth at WWE Saturday night's main event sent shockwaves through the WWE universe, as fans around the world witnessed the Nation leader reassert his dominance in a match that mixed nostalgia with high-stakes storytelling. While R-Truth had gained serious momentum in recent months with his bizarre yet entertaining antics, few could have predicted the level of focus, resilience, and intensity John Cena would bring to the squared circle on this particular night. But what truly led to Cena's win? Why did R-Truth fall short despite entering the match with energy and charisma that electrified the arena? Let's take a deep dive into the backstage factors, in-ring psychology, and storyline developments that led to Cena's victory, and why this match may prove to be a turning point in WWE's evolving narrative landscape. It all began in the weeks leading up to WWE Saturday night's main event, when R-Truth began to question Cena's return motives. While fans initially celebrated Cena's surprise comeback on SmackDown, R-Truth voiced a perspective that many were too afraid to share. Was Cena back for the fans, or was he back to steal the spotlight again? R-Truth's promo, laced with his signature comedy and undertone of seriousness, questioned whether Cena's return was genuine or a strategic ego trip. The tension escalated quickly. Cena's rebuttal wasn't delivered in a traditional fashion. He didn't speak with a microphone. Instead, he let his expressions do the talking. The subtle disdain on Cena's face, the way he walked past R-Truth without a word, and his refusal to engage in the banter spoke volumes. This wasn't the Cena of 2016 or even 2021. This was a man on a mission. A man who didn't come back just to smile, shake hands, and wave to the crowd. John Cena came back to prove something. And unfortunately for R-Truth, he became the proving ground. One of the primary reasons Cena defeated R-Truth stems from the strategic conditioning of Cena's legacy. WWE, now in a new creative era under Triple H, has begun positioning legends as more than just nostalgia acts. This wasn't a one-off match. It was a carefully crafted narrative to show that Cena, despite his Hollywood obligations and time away, could still carry a match, tell a story, and finish strong. Internally, there were discussions about using Cena more meaningfully in 2025, especially as rating spikes were noticed every time his appearances were teased. The decision to pit him against R-Truth, a beloved veteran who could take a loss without losing fan support, was a calculated move. It protected R-Truth's character while elevating Cena without harming younger talent. R-Truth, for his part, delivered a commendable performance. From his crowd-popping entrance to his unpredictable offense, Truth kept Cena guessing. At one point, it even looked like Truth might have the match won after hitting his patented lie detector and going for a high-risk top rope move. But Cena, ever the master of timing, dodged at the last second, hitting a surprise shoulder block into a 5-knuckle shuffle combo. But it wasn't just Cena's athleticism or veteran savvy that got him the win. It was his psychological edge. Cena got into Truth's head early on. Every time R-Truth tried to land a punchline or cut a joke mid-match, Cena didn't smile. He didn't engage. He stayed stone cold. That stoicism began to rattle Truth. It wasn't the reaction he was expecting. And slowly, that confidence turned into second-guessing. Another crucial factor that played into Cena's win was the crowd dynamic. While both men are fan favorites, the atmosphere at WWE Saturday night's main event leaned heavily towards Cena. Chants of "Let's Go Cena" echoed through the rafters. It felt like a throwback to the ruthless aggression era. And even those chanting "Cena sucks" were doing so out of respect, acknowledging his larger-than-life presence. That kind of energy is difficult to fight against. R-Truth, despite his best efforts, was facing a force of nature. It wasn't just Cena in the ring. It was the weight of his legacy, the roar of the fans, and the momentum of a narrative WWE had been subtly crafting since his return. That's a storm few can weather. From a booking standpoint, the outcome also served to subtly tease Cena's future trajectory. Sources backstage have hinted that WWE is eyeing a major storyline for Cena heading into SummerSlam or even Survivor Series, with potential dream matches on the horizon. There's even buzz about a possible tag team scenario involving Cena mentoring a younger talent or feuding with a rising heel faction. A loss to R-Truth, while potentially hilarious in execution, would have undercut the credibility Cena needs if he's to engage in main event level programs in the coming months. By giving Cena a clean and decisive win, WWE ensures he re-enters the upper echelon of storytelling, without alienating fans or discrediting the mid-card. It's also worth mentioning how the match was structured. The pacing was deliberate. It began slow and methodical, almost like Cena was testing Truth's rhythm. Truth responded with his typical unorthodox style: fake-outs, dances, rapid movement. But as the match went on, Cena began dissecting him piece by piece. Leg holds to neutralize Truth's speed, body shots to wear him down. A modified STF at one point nearly ended it early. Truth escaped, but not without damage. The match told a story of control, Cena slowly taking it away from a man who thrives in chaos. It was veteran storytelling at its finest. Even more compelling was the post-match moment. Cena didn't pose for long. He held Truth up. The two exchanged a silent nod. No handshake. No embrace. Just a mutual respect forged in the fire of competition. That moment hinted at something deeper. Perhaps even the start of an alliance or a bigger story yet to unfold. WWE doesn't do anything without layers anymore, and this interaction felt pregnant with future implications. Could we see Cena and Truth team up against a common enemy? Could Truth turn on Cena in frustration over the loss? Or was this simply a chapter closed with dignity? Time will tell. Behind the scenes, some insiders believe that Cena specifically requested to work with R-Truth for this appearance. The two men have always shared chemistry, comedic, personal, and professional. Cena has praised R-Truth in interviews as one of the most underappreciated talents in the industry. Working together gave Cena a chance to have fun while still delivering a meaningful performance. And for R-Truth, this match gave him another spotlight moment, something he's consistently earned with his commitment to entertaining the WWE universe. The business implications of this match were significant too. Merchandise sales saw a brief spike in Cena-related items leading into the event. Social media engagement around Cena's appearance was massive, trending worldwide within minutes of his entrance. WWE is clearly aware of how much value Cena still brings to the table. Having him secure a win in a featured match not only appeases longtime fans, but keeps him viable for high-stakes matchups moving forward. Cena isn't just a nostalgia act anymore. He's being positioned as an ace in WWE's back pocket, ready to be deployed whenever ratings or ticket sales need a boost. In the grand scheme, Cena's victory over R-Truth might seem small, almost inconsequential. But in reality, it was a masterclass in narrative control, fan service, and long-term planning. Cena proved he still belongs in the conversation of all-time greats, not just in legacy, but in active performance. And R-Truth, ever the soldier, played his role to perfection. He made the match fun, unpredictable, and memorable. But when it came time to finish the story, WWE knew there was only one outcome that served the bigger picture: Cena standing tall. As we look ahead to the next chapters in both men's careers, one thing is clear. John Cena's win at WWE Saturday Night's main event wasn't just a victory over an opponent. It was a statement. A statement that he's still here, still capable, and perhaps just getting started again. Whether this leads to another title chase, a farewell tour, or a surprise tag team run, one thing is certain: the champ is back. And R-Truth? He may have lost the match, but he once again proved why he's one of the most beloved performers in WWE history. In the end, both men won, just in different ways. But on that Saturday night, under the bright lights, in front of a roaring crowd, there was only one hand raised, and it belonged to John Cena. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.